The video is Leila Nishmas Shmo Bachim Chaim Tzidov. This morning I was speaking about Yutes Kislev. Yutes Kislev, it's called Yat Kislev. In Chabad, it's Mam Shayantef. I'm not speaking about the halachic qualifications, I don't know if they say halal, etc. But it's a very, very special day, and the history behind it is fascinating. How Rav Shneur Zalman, the Balatanya, the Adam HaZaken, basically the father of Chabad, and the revealer of this incredible sefer called Tanya, which is really something that today every one of us probably needs a good shot of Tanya. Recently I was learning with him Chavrusa, and we did the introduction. I don't know the version of this black version of the Tanya. It's a beautiful introduction just to explain exactly what it's all about. What is the Balatanya trying to do? He mentions the idea Tanya also is the letters of Eitan. And there's in the Tikkunim, there's a Tikkun of Eitan. What is Eitan? Eitan means strength. And there's a klipa called Tanya. It's klipa. Really, the sefer is not really called Tanya. It's actually called the Likutei Amorim. But it took the term Tanya because of the beginning of it. And even though the quotation, the Tanya, it's not really even a brisa if you look in the Gemara itself that it starts off with. But the idea is that there's a klipa. What does a klipa mean? There's a very negative peel that stops a person from tapping into this incredible gift. It's a gift, it's a very special sefer. And not just a sefer, it's transformation in life. And it's something that I think every one of us, you litvish, not litvish, as we said today, you need to nash. You need to be a nasher from everything and try to gain as much as possible. And the message, really in a nutshell, in one line of the Sefer Balatanya, so when a person learns, and it's actually the Baal Rebbe used to give it out to men and to women. This is something really that's what the pasuk says. He defines is Kikorav elecha davar mod beficha bevochel asoisa. It's very close in your heart and your mouth to do. What do I mean by that? What is it? What's the message? The message is the following: who's the real you? Speaking about this morning, and I mentioned that what we just discussed, which is the pasuk in this week's parsha, that seems to be so difficult. How is it possible that the Torah says that they couldn't answer, the brothers couldn't answer Yosef, they could not speak to him in peace, couldn't answer him in peace, and yet the Targum says they didn't want to. So which one is it? How can the Torah be written? This is something that should bother everyone. We should be screaming this. So I explained the following, and I actually connected this to Rav Noach Warmberg, Zichar Vacha, so we're putting everyone together here. And hopefully this will make sense and inspire people to tap into this incredible day of Yutes Kislev. And in fact, what I spoke about really is the message. It's actually a promise that the Balatanya said. The lashon that he said was the following: Misha mishtatef besimchasi. Anyone that is part of this joy of being released. He was released on Yutes Kislev from the prison in St. Petersburg, was actually there. Not so long ago, a few months ago, we were there, those that have been watching together. And he said the following, when he was, he promised, anyone that joins in this joy, I will take him out, mina meitzar el hamerchav, from the narrow straits to wideness, umin hageshem el haruach, and from Gashmias to spirituality. And I think that's the message of today. You want to know what the Balatanya is and what really is something that we need to tap into as much as possible. So I'm going back to Rav Noach Weinberg. The one says Rav Noach Weinberg, he used to speak about free will. And he said the first step in free will is to know who you are. What does that mean? To know who the real me is. Most people, when they're hungry, they'll say, I'm hungry. They're tired, they'll say, I'm tired. He used to say, which is really based on Chazal, say, no. I want spirituality. I want to grow. I is a neshama, is a soul. I'm not limited. I'm not physical. I have a body. My body's hungry. My body's tired. Now it sounds even funny, but really when a person starts to speak this way, really, speak to your kids, speak to your... you are really interested, like your kid is misbehaving. You really want to steig. You really want to learn well. Your body's getting in the way. And this is the truth. Now when we speak about this, what the Balatanya was saying is that the Sefer was to transform our awareness from thinking we're physical, but we also do spiritual things, to realizing that we are spiritual and we also to do physical things. It's an amazing, amazing transformation. And I want to show you just how it fits so beautifully. So when the Torah says they couldn't answer him, it's true. Like we say, you're limited. We are limited. We're physically limited. But when we tap into it spiritually, where we are the real us, the real you, the real me, then there's no limit. And that's with the statement, "En davar oimed bifnei haratzon." There's nothing that stands in front of one's will. What does that mean? So in Bevav Mishkan Even, in one of the Svarim from our Shvaltz, he says because it's true. Physically, of course, if someone wants to, I used to say, someone wants to dunk a basketball, it doesn't matter how much they want, they're not going to stretch. But when a person taps into the spiritual part of him, then there's no limit. So Yutes Kislev is something that we should all take advantage of and be able to just look a little bit more carefully and say, do we know and do we refer to ourselves in the proper way? Have an amazing day.